Up guys, I am Will Knopfsinger with Denison Yachting, and we are here in Newport Beach aboard my latest listing, Gyrfalcon. We're going to step on here, get a little YouTube video so that we can have material online for people to see. She will be berthed in Coronado, San Diego. So let's jump on and check her out. She is freaking awesome. Let's go. Quick moment and give you a vantage point of the boat that is a little more unique. Looking down at Gyrfalcon now, you've got the seating forward, an awesome fly bridge, the jet skis, 2 Starlinks in the dome, Sat TV, FLIR night vision camera, your crane, and your aft deck. Everything's serviced. You got this beautiful silver hull color that is just done back in maybe December of 2022. Looks fantastic. At that time, they also serviced the pods, serviced the 0-speed fins, and she is ready for adventure. Back here, we've got hydraulic swim platform that was added in 2019 when these guys bought it. You've got the Tucci umbrella hookups on either side. Dutch qualities felt around this entire vessel. Pretty hard to ignore the excellent craftsmanship, flawless stainless steel work, an incredibly good paint job. That actually took place last year for the hull. Here behind the ship's name, this is a hydraulic actuating door that gives you access into the engine room. It is not a garage, which a lot of people think it is, but that is our primary engine room access when we are working. Step up here, again, beautiful stainless steel, and just little things that make this boat step out, like that weld work being absolutely insane. Here at the Newport Beach Boat Show in California, dealing with interruptions here and there on this video that I'm going to splice together. But really nice, spacious aft deck. This is the primary dining area. Nice tall ceilings. Super pedigree boat. Some things will be hard to describe in the video to kind of convey what it feels like when you're on board, but you step through these doors when they're in the open position like that to a very modern interior design. Just a really spacious salon that gives you great size walk around decks, and everything's usable space wise. It's not cramped and compact. It's just enough and not too much. Really, really well done. Got cameras everywhere and a really functional layout up here. Got a Bauer Wilkins sound system that was roughly $10,000 a speaker. Sony TV that pops up there. And a nice conversation pit. There's storage underneath all of these sofas. So hidden storage kind of throughout the whole boat. This one as well. One thing I note, can't tell on the video, is how nice this carpeting feels. The carpeting was replaced sometime last year, new padding and everything, but it's extremely comfortable. Got electric blinds. They are also in the master cabin. Push of a button, they drop down. The woodwork package is really nice. It is modern, but it doesn't lose the timeless yacht feel. I think this Macasari wood that's kind of scattered throughout the boat did a good job of that. We've got a nice galley that's opened up, dishwasher, convection oven, everything you need to have a nice meal. Of course, plenty of wine storage and champagne. It's a nice feature right there. The day fridge is here, so all the stuff you're going to cook basically in the next 48 hours gets stored here. There are other refrigerators on board the boat for long-term storage. Trash compactor here, and isotherm ice maker here. With the way this yacht's used, this galley is more than an adequate size. It's not the focal point of the vessel, but it is certainly adequate. And there's some cool things that make it a little bit more user-friendly. This is an extension that goes right here and extends your countertop space for prep work. I like that the front of this salon great room area, if you will, is connected all the way back. Nice to find on a yacht this size, and also nice to find no step that runs the length of the boat. Up here at the helm, it's kind of the heart and soul of the boat. 2 electric helm chairs, very comfortable, kind of the bucket style seating. All of our instrumentation. This is an IPS boat. There's a lot of positives to having IPSs. This is a very fuel efficient boat. We've got roughly 1,000 nautical mile range. We can cruise at 18 knots and top out close to 24. All of our instrumentation up here, nicely laid out. You've got time 0 on this screen here, and an interchangeable SIMRAD system, radar, chart plotter, depth sounder, all that good stuff on the 2 screens immediately in front. Over here, all of our gauges for the engines and generators. We've got our joystick, our bow thruster. One other thing to note up here is how well labeled everything is. I might have done this earlier, but you literally walk in and you push the button that says PC display and it cuts on. It's not a process. It was very easy for me to get in here and cut these on for the show. There was a 0-speed fin stabilization on board when the boat was purchased by the current owners in 19. They removed that and opted to go to the Humphreys, and that's found here. And then the ship's monitoring system here. These are the stairs that take us down to the guest accommodations. We'll head there next. So we come down the stairs and we're greeted by this plush carpeting again. The first thing we have is the day head. So this surfaces the boat from a day standpoint. And then we'll head aft to the master stateroom. This is an awesome master stateroom, very elegant. Really cool design. Same woodwork theme with the Makasari grays and whites. Very, very high contrast and looks super stunning. And as a 2016, soft decor, fantastic, carpet, fantastic, headliner, fantastic, wall coverings, fantastic. There is literally nothing that needs to be done to this boat other than make it your own. Here in the master ensuite, got beautiful stonework. This marble is absolutely incredible in person. Transitions back into that wind gave floor. Awesome high gloss teak shower bench. Really well done. Nice rainfall there. The attention to your seams, your joinery work, very on display, very evident. Lots of little details that truly set this boat apart, like what you can see here with those stainless steel or brushed aluminum inserts. The carpet feels fantastic. I'm not one to say that terribly often. Got a great vanity here. This pops up. A little seating area over here on the starboard side. Of course, you got your TV mounted there. Tons of storage pretty much throughout the entire cabin. While you're on this boat, you can't really tell in video how quality it sounds, but it's the lack of sound in creaks and groans. The boat's just ultra quiet and it screams quality. Over here, we've got our crew quarters. So this is a little crew mess and kitchenette. They've got their bunk beds there and a wet head forward. This is finished out like the rest of the boat, and it's cleverly done because we're in a size range where you may or may not have crew. And if you don't, this is still utilized as a 4th stateroom, and it's not tucked away and not thought about. You also keep crew longer, good crew on boats that have a nice crew quarters, and that's hard to attract on yachts this size. So this will do a great job of that. They've got some entertainment. They've got all the ship systems up there on a SIMRAD. Place to kind of decompress and get away. The flexibility that this gives to maintain 4 staterooms is awesome. That was a great thought that went into this boat. And you continue forward, you've got the smallest of the staterooms. Got 2 side-by-sides here. Again, same decor package that is throughout the boat. TV on the wall there. Continue forward. You've got another head. Really nice. Well appointed. And again, the spaciousness of all of the hallways is noticeable. Wide doorways and plenty of headroom. Down here we've got our washer and our dryer. And on this side, got a Miele fridge and a Miele full freezer. So that's great for provisioning on longer trips. And then we got these cool little, very simple, but very effective catches for when you're out at sea. And then finally the VIP. So the VIP on this boat, obviously very nice, all the way up here forward. You've got a hanging locker, little desk with vanity, TV, hanging locker here, and a huge bed that is a normal size bed. They've added the custom mattress to this. There is a split here as well so that you can configure this to be a side-by-side V-berth. So great stateroom, versatility throughout the whole boat. So really hits home for a lot of different people with different needs, wants, uses, what have you. The boat really has a flexible design. I can't emphasize enough how well this yacht's been cared for, considering all of the places that she's gone. We'll head up to the flybridge and I'll talk to you about some of those adventures while we do that. It's a really cool boat with the history of it and what it's been through and accomplished. This yacht has gone to North Africa, it has gone to Spain, it has gone to France. France is where these owners purchased her. They took her back to the Netherlands and did a substantial renovation to this deck that I'm on now. We'll talk about in a second. She, once completed, spent a couple of weeks over there, did a few trips, and then was shipped over to Maine and knocked out Nova Scotia, the Northeast, worked her way down the Eastern Seaboard and to Florida. Then they went over to the Bahamas, where she was, after traveling there, shipped up to, where next? We went to Vancouver to Alaska, and then after cruising Alaska, the boat continued on its way all the way down here to Newport, stopping various places along the way, and then was decided we're going to put the boat for sale. So here we are at the Newport Beach Boat Show, day maybe 10 of her on the market, and this will serve as my video for the time being, since we did get a drone video that you can watch to accompany this. So let's get back to checking out the flybridge now that we're here. All the way aft here, we've got our Sea-Doo sparks. Of course, they could be removed or changed out, and all of that is handled with this steelhead marine crane. You could obviously put loungers up here when these aren't in this position and make it a nice usable space for entertaining. The bar was added. It's a killer bar. These stools are top notch. The stainless steel and all the hardware is fantastic. This was all done at the yard in the Netherlands. When these folks purchased the boat, the backlit onyx looks awesome at night. You can kind of tell it's on now, but at night it really comes through, and it's an awesome scene and a great venue for entertaining up here. We've got tons of extra storage, some more drawer refrigeration here, more storage there. Of course, the captain's helm up top, a nice sun lounge, and then a great spot here, maybe to catch your morning coffee and a breakfast or have a nice lunch. Really, really well thought out. Teak decks are in fantastic condition. All the instrumentation you need down below is also here. So if weather's nice, great spot to cruise from. This has just become a phenomenal space on board boats. We talked about it earlier when we were there, but that's a really nice spot to watch sunsets, kind of get a secluded feeling while you're on board the yacht. Nice and wide walkways forward on both sides. Really sturdy stainless steel for-year rails. That rail system is very impressive. Attention to detail everywhere. You know, all the joinery work, all of the fitting and fixtures, seams, sound, feel, all of it is what you would expect to find on an extremely pedigree, well-built yacht. You come down this hatchway that's located on the aft deck, and you're in the engine room. There are dive compressors, all that good stuff in here. This garage that you see in the back is access as well. It gives you a little bit more room to maneuver when you're doing things in here, so it's not a real garage. We've got our triple Volvo IPS 1050s. That will power this boat to a cruising speed of roughly 18 knots, and she will top out at close to 24. We've got zero-speed Humphreys electric fins. We've got our chiller system for our air conditioning over here. It's all in great shape. And as you can kind of see throughout the boat, everything is in remarkable condition. Over here on the starboard side, we've got our sea recovery water maker. Everything is clearly labeled, easy to get to. Look at how clean this boat is. It's absolutely stunning. Two generators, they're both located here on the aft wall. They are capable of powering the boat each, so you have more than enough power to maintain this boat wherever you go. She's also got a converter. She is Euro spec'd with power, but there's a converting system you can plug up anywhere in the world. That's how we're plugged up here now. Kind of the last point before we head up. You may not love the idea of having the IPSs or having 3 motors, but that gives this boat the efficiency when it runs, having the extra motor, and the maneuverability that's associated with IPS is undeniable. It's also what allows for us to get so much interior volume in the boat by not having a long shaft line. These are maybe a 5-foot shaft, of which 2 feet of it exposed when you're actually looking at it, so it's a very critical element of how this boat was conceived on a layout standpoint. You can see how thick the teak decks are. Thanks for checking in and looking at Gyrfalcon with me here at the Newport Beach Boat Show. Right now, she is in Newport Beach. Gonna go on a quick trip to Catalina, and then she will find her home back in Coronada at the Lowe's down in San Diego, where she will stay for sale. Look forward to getting you on board. If you would like to check her out in person, please contact me, my wife Carrie, or my colleague that I've co-listed with, Eric Mail, who resides here in Newport Beach. We'd be happy to get you on board. We have loads of information, and we'd love to get you into this Van der Valk and continuing on the outrageous cruising that she's done already. Look forward to seeing you. Thanks.